Mga kapuso, may press conference po ngayon ang Senate Blue Ribbon Committee kaugnay ng jurisdictional challenge na inihain ni Makati Mayor Binay kaugnay ng pagdinig sa umano'y overpriced na Makati City Hall Building 2. Pakinggan po natin ito.
The Senate Blue Ribbon Committee. And now, we are being asked to rule on it. We would like to rule that, number one, the powers of the subcommittee are plenary. They are complete. They can do any and all acts which the mother committee can make, except in two instances. One is when it has contempt. When it is an issue of contempt, they cannot cite anyone for contempt. It has to be brought up to the mother committee. And of course, the second instance is when when they make their committee report, the subcommittee report, it has to be submitted to the mother committee for approval. And therefore, we are stating that in accordance with Section 20 of the Rules of the Senate, Section 20 of the Rules of the Senate, these are the Senate Rules of Procedure governing inquiries in aid of legislation. And Section 20 says, the subcommittee, let me read it, the subcommittee may perform any and all acts, mind you, the subcommittee may perform any and all acts which the committee as a whole is authorized to do and perform, except the power to punish for contempt. Except the power to punish for contempt. The letter request of Makati Mayor Binay is being treated as a motion for reconsideration. We are liberally interpreting the rules in their favor so as to provide them the widest leeway. And therefore, we are returning it to the subcommittee for them to rule upon it. Because they have the power to rule on jurisdictional challenge as well as a motion for reconsideration. We have also stated that until the jurisdictional challenge is resolved by the subcommittee with finality, it is logical and proper that the hearings of Senate Resolution 826 be held in abeyance. They have to resolve with finality muna. The subcommittee has to resolve with finality the jurisdictional issue and its motion for reconsideration before they can proceed with the hearings on the issue. Yes, open to questions na siguro. No, the power that has the committee, that the entity that has the power to rule on jurisdiction and motions for reconsideration is the subcommittee. This is a motion for reconsideration. We are treating it as a motion for reconsideration. So binabalik namin sapagkat sinasabi nga nito Section 20, the subcommittee can perform any and all powers that the main committee can perform, except contempt.
What would then happen to the scheduled hearing tomorrow if it was remanded to the subcommittee?
What will happen? They have to resolve. They have to resolve the. That's up to them. That's up to them.
Can they do it today?
That's up to them.
Can they do it tomorrow before? Yes,
They have to do it before. That's up to them. I will not answer that because that's the subcommittee's action.
Sir, were you able to communicate the decision to Senator Coco Pimentel?
This is we will communicate it now after the decision. Mm.
Kung hindi sila sa SN sila ay tumulong. So, kailangan sir sa formal ikukundi nila formally yung committee or kailangan kahit informal meeting they can decide on it.
They have to convince the subcommittee. No more, because as stated, the power to rule on jurisdiction, including motions for reconsideration, in accordance with the rules. In accordance with the rules, Section 20 states that the subcommittee has the power to rule on that.
So after tomorrow, that's final already, sir? Yung decision for tomorrow ng Sabado? Final na yun?
Yes.
Wala nang balik?
Wala na.
Sir, kailangan po ba members ng committee, and majority ng members ng committee ang mag-decide? Kasi normally tatlo lang sila ng bilang paano.
The rules state that majority, there being a quorum. So number one, there must be a quorum. Number two, majority.
So, the majority of those present.
There being a quorum. How many members ang subcommittee? The same members as the main committee because there was no designation of who were the members of the subcommittee. We just created it.
Ang ibig sabihin lang, sir, yung tatlong lagi present, they can rule. Sila na lang po, kahit hindi.
If there is, again, stick to the rules. First, is there a quorum? If yes, okay. Second, if there is a quorum and there is a vote, does the majority rule?
The quorum, sir, is the chairman plus one member.
The quorum is chairman plus one. That is the rule. Yes, it does not seem. It is clear.